just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wants to throw on third down. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Orange undaunted. They'll still go for it here on fourth down to open the second quarter. And the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He wants to throw it again. Might be looking to run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That coaches talked about, they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Plows through the defense. That gives him 54 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. The offense changing the play. Right back to the well. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Into the
rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Moore. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, and I give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room, it's Coates. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Find my guys quickly. Know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to them as fast as possible so he can do that right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
He makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
Turning on the Jets. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback extends the play. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McFadden. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Red pass, it's complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Look out, he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat in a second?
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. And
oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The screen game was such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, South Carolina! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter, been grinding all day, made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most, picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
He's going to run it. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Coates. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Direct snap. Showing off the arm. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Now on second and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, Cuse. They move on top here in the fourth.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Forced out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do here.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go with a direct snap. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to throw, it's Knight. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got it on the left. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what.